Adventures on the fly are little trips that I take, you know, just kind of on the spur of the moment, and typically fly meaning fishing. So we're going to fly fish today, and today we're fishing on the eastern side of the Continental Divide, which you see in the background there. All the water on the west side of the Continental Divide, you know, flows to the Pacific, and all the water on the east side flows to the Gulf of Mexico and or the Atlantic. So today we're fishing on the east side in North Fork Lake Creek. We're gonna do a little fishing today. Some of my favorite kind of fishing, actually. We're gonna be fishing for little brookies, very clean, clear. It's such attractive fish. So that's a classic Colorado brookie for you right there, and beautiful markings. And let's get you back in the water. Okay, this is a really nice little spot here for me. I really like this little water here, just above this rock on the left. Well, nothing on the first try. We're going to back off that cast a little bit and just get it in here a little bit shallow, closer to me. And there we go. Ah, we lost them. Okay, again, we've got some really shallow water here. This is not even up to my ankles. But, you know, we're going to, you know, these little brookies like to feed, you know, off these little streams, these little rocky streams. And if we can get a fly to not get snagged, we're going to see if we can't pull something out of one of these little runs. Oh, look at there. Speak of the devil. Pulled one right out of there. All right. Let's see what this one took. Oh, this little fella took our perdigon, the pink beadhead. All right, little fella. By the way, you wouldn't notice on the camera, but I always debarb my hooks. Any type of fishing I do, I debarb them. You know, the obvious reason is to protect the fish, and many areas require that. But the other reason is I have caught myself in the hand a number of times, and there's a big difference between having a debarbed hook pulled out of your hand and a barbed hook pulled out of your hand. All right, we got a nice little pool here. On the other side, you can see that area right there. I'm going to fish the bottom half first. And I'm just going to mend my line quickly there. And try to get as much of a, you know, much of a drift as I can through there. And now we'll go for the spot. There we go. No sooner said than delivered. Took the Griffiths gnat. You can see how easily these pliers work. These little just pops right out. I can't really see that Griffith's gnat, so I'm just watching my fly line where it hits the leader, and anytime it pauses, it's either a fish or one of these. It's one of the little challenges of using this bead head or this perdigon, is it sinks pretty fast and a lot of rocks in here to get tangled on. All right, if we're going to catch a big fish, when I say big, 8 inches, it might be in here. Hey, when you're catching fish, they're all good size. So this little guy is probably about 4 or 5 inches. But another beautiful fish, as they all are out here. This is these fish are really healthy. All right, so we've pulled 3 or 4 fish, maybe 3, and had a 4th on the line out of this little hole, and we just fished the bottom half of it. So I'm pretty sure that well, I shouldn't say I'm pretty sure. I'm confident that we're going to get something out of these little rapids. These fish really like these little rapids. And of course, I snagged myself on the first cast. All right, we've got a real fish here. Yeah, this is a nice one. Oh, no, not as big as I thought. Just was a good fighter. Oh, what a beautiful fish. Really, really pretty. You can see the markings on this fish. Really, really pretty fish. The sun has come out a little bit. You might be able to see that on the camera. Also got a little bit of a hatch going on. So if we see anything rising, we'll see what happens with that. But we'll see what happens with a little more sun in the water. Pocket water here. I think I mentioned earlier, not my best type of fishing, but let's see if we can't pull something out of one of these little pockets. All I've got is my leader in the water here. All right, so sun's kind of come out. Not kind of, it's come out. And we've just got a few more spots we're going to hit here before we call it a day on this part. We'll try this little area below this rock here, this seam that's coming down, and of course on the side there. See if we can't pull something out of there. All right, there we go. Oh, that feels like that's a little fish. But kind of like we called it right there out of there. All right. Oh, this little fellow we actually caught in the back with the Griffith's gnat. So that's a good reason right there why we like to debarb the hook. But pretty orange markings on that fish, beautiful spots, and we'll let her back in the water. Nice little view of this creek and what we just fished. Okay, I got a little spot here. I'm going to bounce it off this rock. There's this, yeah, bounce it off the rock, dribble it into the water there on the side, and see if anything comes out of there. It's a really tight spot. There's a, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a branch. All right, we've got a little dam here of some sort, a little breezeway or old bridge maybe, but you got to think there's some fish in here for sure. And probably if we're going to catch anything over 8 inches, it would be in here. So we've got a branch sticking out here. We're going to be mindful of that. We'll probably fish this back end here first, just to make sure, you know, we pick up anything that's, you know, hanging around out here. So let's see what happens. And I'm pulling my line out of the water there when it gets down here because it's faster. So I want to keep a natural drift as much as possible through here. So I'm just going to keep my fly line out of the water and just kind of guide the leader down. All right, nothing there, so let's get in here a little deeper. Oh, yep, we caught that branch. Okay, we know there's going to be some more fish in here. Whether we'll catch them is another question, but we're going to go after them. There we go. Oh, that one came out to get it. That looks like a really pretty fish. Saw a lot of orange on that rise. And let's hopefully get this one landed, because yeah, that's a really pretty fish. Oh, got caught in that branch. All right, there you go. What a beautiful fish. You see those orange markings? Really pretty fish. Okay, we still got the deepest part of this water. So and there we go. We knew there'd be fish hanging out in there, didn't we? And let's see what we got. All right, took the Griffith's gnat. All right. Okay, we're gonna change it up a little bit here. As you can see, up above here, we've got a beaver dam, so I'm expecting some really slow water over there. So I'm gonna just do a dry fly. I've put a parachute Adams on here, and you know, I really like fishing dry flies in these waters. You know, because you obviously get to see the take. Now the only challenge is sometimes you're a little too quick on the set. So but this should be really fun. I've got a parachute Adams. You know, it's got that white parachute, should be very visible, and let's see if we see some fish. Oh, that was great. Cast it all the way up to the top there, and fish came right out of the water and took that parachute. So let's see if we can bring this baby over here. There we go. Nice. Nice fish. That was really You know, there's nothing quite like seeing a fish take a dry fly, come out of the water and grab it. And here's what we got. So there's our fish, a nice fish. And let's take this, get this hook out here. Thank you, fella. Let's see how you do in the water there. Yep, you're good. All right, just saw one rise to the right of where I just cast. Got a really strong wind. Yeah, you can see how strong that wind is. Maybe as close as I get to that area. Hopefully you can see that parachute. Oh, it just rose right next to it. You can see my fly there. Coming towards me right down toward the end of my fly line, or fly rod. All right. Oh, there we go. On. Off. I just saw a fish rise on the other side of that dam. Oh, hopefully I got that on video. Came right out of the water and grabbed that parachute. Here we are in the beaver dam. First video, adventures on the fly, and you know, thanks for watching. If you watch this, if you have any comments, I'd love to hear them, especially things you think would make for better video or better YouTube. Yeah, it was a pretty good day. So you know, I probably caught 30 fish, and after I got out of the creek, I went up to the beaver ponds. It got really active in there, and that was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I was just about out of battery. Yeah, great day out here in Colorado, and thank you.